breath is to pronounce a syllable more strongly, more clearly, more loudly, and more slowly, and longer than other syllables. Stress is the accentuation and the emphasis that we put in one syllable among the other syllables of a word when speaking. So this is stress pattern. We put it on syllable of word. Either the word is a verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, or noun. We have words of one syllable, words of two syllables, words of three syllables, and other situations and exceptions. We are going to speak about the most used situations. The rule, of course, a rule, we can't say that it's 100% true because we have exceptions, but most of the words are applying the rule. So we start with the first category, stress on one word syllable. On the previous lesson we have seen syllables and words related to this syllable. So underline the stressed syllable on the following words. We have go, news, great, clean, sad, brave, boat, now, can, leave, home, be, rain, eat. All these words are words of one syllable. We have either verbs, we have adjectives, and we have nouns. All the previous words are words of one syllable. We have nouns, adjectives, and verbs, and even prepositions of one syllable. The stress for these words is in the word as all. So we put stress on the whole word. So we say go, news, great. So the whole word here is stressed because we have one syllable. As you see, we have home, brave, and leave that finish with E. This E we said it's silent E. It's not considered as a syllable. So here also we have one syllable. We mark stress because we said we underline, so we underline the whole word. We say go, news, great, clean, sad, brave, boat, now, can, leave, home, be, rain, eat. This is for words of one syllable, so the whole word is stressed. We move to the second case, which is stress on words of two syllables. So here we have stress on words of two syllables. We start with the first category, which is adjectives and nouns. Mark stress on the following. We have clever, silent, always, hardly, clothes, pillow, early, morning, brilliant, genuine, window. As you see on this list, we have either nouns or adjectives or even adverbs like always, hardly, early. On nouns, adjectives, adverbs of two syllables, most of the time we mark stress on the first syllable. Okay, so we mark stress on the first syllable most of the time for nouns, adjectives, adverbs that have two syllables. So we mark it on the first syllable, not on the second, but on the first syllable. Now we move to another situation, which is verbs and prepositions. For verbs and prepositions, we are going to see where we mark stress. So most of the time, stress pattern is marked on the first syllable for adjectives, nouns, and adverbs of two syllables. Verbs and prepositions. Underline the stress syllable on the following verbs and prepositions. We have open, travel, between. Here we have two verbs and one preposition. Among, corrupt, to begin. So most of the time we mark stress pattern on the second syllable for verbs of two syllables and the preposition. So here we say among, corrupt, begin. It's begin. It's begin. It's began. It's not begin, but it's began. Most of the time we mark stress pattern on the second syllable for the verbs of two syllables and the prepositions. We use stress pattern for words of 2 syllables to distinguish the category of the word. Either it's a verb or it's a noun or an adjective. We have here a list of words that are written in similar way, and the only way to distinguish between them is stress pattern. So here we have decrease, and the verb is decrease. For noun we have increase, it's increase, sorry, and for the verb we have increase. Even S here is pronounced as S for noun and as for verb. We have contract, and for verb we have contract. For noun we have produce, and for verb we have produce. For noun we have reject, and for verb we have reject. Noun we have conflict, for verb we have conflict. For noun we have object, and for verb we have object. For noun we have record, and for verb we have record. For noun we have desert, and for verb we have desert. And the last we have for noun we have project, and for verb we have project. Okay, so you see the difference on pronunciation. It's project and project. So the first syllable for nouns is longer, and for verbs is the second syllable, which is longer and louder. The last word is refuse, and for verb is to refuse. Refuse and to refuse. Okay, so I hope you make the distinction between nouns and verbs on the pronunciation, even if they are written on the same way. Now we move to stress on words of 3 syllables. Here just I gave you cases, words ending with er or ly. So stress is we put stress or we mark stress on the first syllable. For words ending in er or ly. We have manager, computer, hamburger, silently, finally, easily, family. Okay, so here we have words ending with er and words ending with ly. We put stress or we mark stress most of the time on the first syllable. Words on 3 syllables ending with either er or ly, we mark stress on the first syllable. Another case also where we mark stress on the first syllable is with words of 3 syllables ending with either y or a consonant. Like clarity ends with y, elephant ends with t, so we say elephant. It's not elephant, it's elephant. Embezzlement, it's embezzlement, it's not embezzlement, embezzled, sorry, embezzled. It's generous and dangerous. It's not dangerous, it's dangerous. So here, words ending either with y or with a consonant, we put stress on the first syllable too. We have poverty, galaxy, misery, and energy. Even those words we put stress on the first syllable because they are ending with y. On words of 3 syllables ending with either y or consonant, we mark stress on the first syllable. So this is for stress on words of 1 syllable, words of 2 syllables, either verb, adjective, noun, preposition, adverb, and words of 3 syllables ending with y and consonant or ly or er. I hope you understood the lesson. بالنسبة للشرح بالعربية تجدونه في صندوق الوصف إن شاء الله. أي تعليق مرحب به. And for the shift of stress for the next video إن شاء الله. Bye bye.